Hey, how's everyone going? Lone Wolf and Comics again. And how y'all doing? Here's another one for you. More Captain Marvel adventures. Not adventures, but Captain Marvel. I finally finished a Golden Age run. This is a 4-issue miniseries. I featured it before in one of my videos, but Captain Marvel Adventures Storybook. And I have finally picked up the first issue and got it for a good price. Honestly, very good price. Obviously, you see it's got the chew that's ran all the way through. But beyond that, book's in really good shape. I think I maybe paid like $60 for it. Otherwise, this book easily goes for a couple $100 or more. But yeah, absolutely just thought this was a I don't know, it's a very odd, just stuck out as something that I just had to have. And it all started with, see if I can find the first issue. This was the first issue I picked up. Cat Marvel Storybook 2, or issue 3, I'm sorry. And you could not ask for a more epic cover. I mean, just beautiful. And honestly, this was one of my very first Cat Marvel books I ever picked up years back. Along with Cat Marvel Adventures, I stumbled across this, and I got it for a great deal. The book itself, I mean, it's probably a 3.0, 2.0. You know, it's got its tear and wear. Corner's got a little bit of tear in the corner where the hat's at. But otherwise, still presents absolutely beautifully. But yeah, and of course, these books here, 1948. This one here, it started here. Let's see, it wasn't up. 1946. So, here's where the first issue kicked off, 1946. Love this cover too. Got the gangster trying to choke out Billy Batson. And of course, got the Tommy gun, machine gun on there, and he's protecting Savannah's daughter. Actually drawing a blank on her name for whatever reason. Oh, I can't believe I'm drawing a name on her blank. But this was where they did in these storybook issues. I believe every left page is an art page. Every right page is a full text. So yes, you get a little bit of everything. So I assume it was to help kids, encourage them to just get better at reading. You know, go beyond the word bubbles and really help them transition into adolescence and reading the novels and the books and everything else as they get further along through school. So these were very clever back in the day to help mix a little bit of young and old. But love this first issue. Gotta love the yellow border on the tops. They're absolutely always a treat. And this book's obviously dirty. I would love to brighten it up, see if I can get a lot of that dirt off there. Had it cleaned. But obviously I'd have to have it done professionally. Absolutely would never do something like that myself. But this is the first issue. The second issue. And Captain Marvel busting out of the newspaper. Or should I say the actual comic that you're reading. And I apologize. I believe it is the text on the left side. And art on the right. So, absolutely love this issue here. It's in great shape, spine's intact. Got a little bit of rust on a staple there. Otherwise, no complaints. It's got the Bonnet's bookstore, magazine store back in the day, one of the largest ever. You will absolutely see this stamp on a plethora of comics, as through. Just absolutely love these issues. So that was the first issue and the second issue. Of course, I showed you the third issue. And of course, as you can see, they transitioned. Yellow border on the first. They did the red border. It seems they went with the red border for the rest of the issue. This is only a 4-issue series. And of course, letting you know in the new word and picture format. And of course, love this one. It's got the little the war fund. Oh, we're trying to get you to buy them war bonds, y'all. Buy them war bonds. And of course, I have the 4th issue. And this issue is in absolutely beautiful shape. Absolutely beautiful. And of course, I scarfed it up once I realized it was only a 4-issue series. I picked it up for a very reasonable price. And it is the last issue of the series. I made a little note here of apparently a last appearance of Evil Billy Batson Double. But I believe it was just a manifestation or something like that from one of the villains or something that she was doing. So it's a really bizarre issue. But I recommend y'all, if y'all see these out in the wild, scarf them up. They're just an absolute treat for any Captain Marvel fan. So, if you've never known about this series till now, I hope you enjoy learning it. But it's just a cool little thing. But there you go. But I have finally finished my Captain Marvel StoryBook issues. I am absolutely tickled pink. Technically, the very first, I'd say my very first Golden Age run I've ever completed, without a doubt. Might even be the only Golden Age run I'll ever complete, because, man, completing any of Golden Age runs, hard. You know, you can go for some of the cheaper runs, but then you're going with some Archie, or some Wilbur, or some other type of lesser-known series, and man, some of them series run deep, like a couple hundred issues, if not more. So, but yep. So to complete and find a small series such as this, you know, a little 4-issue run, I'm curious as to how many of these actually still exist. From what I understand, I've seen this book quite often, so this book's obviously still prevalent. This book I've seen out and about. It seems to be prevalent and the cheaper of the all 4. From what I've understood, I've never really seen any of these out in the wild or online. I've even had people reference that they don't see these in some of my forums and groups, that they don't see this book very often, if at all. So if anybody's got any CGC or any census info and can tell how many of these might be floating around out there in the world, that'd be good to know. Make a comment. I'd love to hear from you. But this seems to be the most desirable of all the issues between that and the first issue. You already know how it is when it comes to the first issues. And this here, obviously, I'd say probably not too hard to find, but it's a last issue, so you know how last issues can go. They can be hard to find, and then if you do find them, they can fetch a hair bit more, you know, than the asking price, because last issues tend to be picking up trend as much as with first issues, if not more, because it tends to be that there's lesser print runs of the later issues in the series, as obviously the series are dying out and getting less attention, so they're wrapping things up, and and a lot of people don't pay mind to the later or the last issue of a series. So it's just one of those little niches in the comic collecting world that I think would be a cool thing to I'd say talked about, not vultured by the flippers and the people who are out there just to make money. But I would love to see other people in the community make videos on the last issues of series in the Golden Age, and the impacts they might have had, whether or not they were big issues or not. I would love to do one of these, but I don't really have the books to showcase with it, so, or the technology to give you guys a nice little you know video along with this, I could narrate to, and that would be very nice. But so hope to see somebody else in the comic collecting world out there who does something like that. You better link me to that video so I can enjoy it. But there you go, Captain Marvel storybook. 1948, started in the summer of, the summer of 46, and ended in January of 49. So there you go. Hope y'all enjoy it. Lone Wolf and Comics out.